Courthouse, where federal prosecutors and Trump defense attorneys are meeting this morning, as we take a live look at the courthouse in Washington right now. It's the first hearing in the special counsel's case against the former president for allegations of election interference.
And you might find this unexpected, but what we're about to report here is true. The judge in the case, Judge Chutkan, saying she will side with Trump on what discovery information will be restricted. Congressional correspondent Kilmeny Duchardt, she's been following these breaking details. They are continuing to come in. She's on Capitol Hill. What is the latest now, Kilmeny?
Sean and Emma, good to be with you. What's been playing out inside that federal courthouse has been a battle between the U.S. government and prosecutors over this protective order, which was a request by the U.S. government to prevent the former president from talking about certain evidence or sensitive information. Now, the government has said that it's needed to protect sources and prevent witness intimidation, and the defense has argued that it's too restrictive and it's a violation of First Amendment rights to speech. Now, Judge Chutkan says she doesn't want the order to be inclusive or a blanket protective order over information that's not sensitive. She said the former president has a right to free speech, but it's not absolute, and the existence of a political campaign is not a factor in her decision. She also noted that the former president is barred from witness intimidation as part of his condition for release. So as a result, she has adopted the defense's proposal. So let's call that a win for Trump's team. Now, Trump has publicly pushed back on statements made by the former vice president, including this one, who has been a key witness in this case. He said that he never told Pence to disregard the Constitution or tell him that he was too honest, as detailed in that indictment. Now, the special counsel, Jack Smith, has requested that the trial begin on January 2nd and estimates it'll take 4 to 6 weeks to present his case to a grand jury. Now, former President Trump has pushed back on this date on Truth Social, saying that deranged Jack Smith has just asked for a trial on the Biden indictment to take place on January 2nd. Just ahead of the important Iowa caucuses. Only an out-of-touch lunatic would ask for such a date, one day into the new year, and maximum election interference in Iowa. We do understand as well, Sean and Emma, from these proceedings that, again, what is coming down in arguments is the defense team is requesting from Judge Chutkan more time, saying that they need more manpower to go through this, that the special counsel has 60 people on this, and that they're going to need more time and more manpower to finish this up. We'll continue to monitor those developments outside the federal courthouse, just a couple blocks from here on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, Kilmeny, really quickly, it's not just about discovery, too. We were following along with this and the judge and what she's looking on. She's ruling on multiple things. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. They're going to also be looking, certainly we've discussed the time frame of this case, but she's also rejected a proposal by Trump's team to share any witness interviews or transcripts with the public. In other words, under that protective order, if there was to be sensitive information that was to be released, the former president can't discuss this. And again, she is saying as well in this case that she is wanting to keep politics out of this. So again, that hearing got underway shortly after 10 a.m. and we're going to continue to follow the developments out of the federal courthouse. Sean.
All right. Ultimately, Kilmeny, just briefly, we're expected to hear from the former president tomorrow in Iowa. Throughout the course of this investigation, he hasn't held back when it comes to his criticism of the special counsel or even his own opinions on the case, the merits of the case itself. Do you have an update as to whether or not he would be restricted from sharing some of these thoughts as he addresses the crowd tomorrow in Iowa?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And in fact, political analysts have argued that under these parameters, this will be very closely watched to see if he's found in contempt for violating this at all. But given the fact that Judge Chutkan sided with the defense's proposal when it comes to this protective order. It's unclear exactly what the parameters on what we'll be able to hear from the former president. We won't be able to hear what is classified in this case under sensitive information. But ultimately, Judge Chutkan rejected the U.S. government's argument here, saying that the DOJ had not made the case for, again, allowing this protective order to include all evidence, that it was perhaps overly broad. She said in Trump's conditions for release, and again, he would be found in contempt if he violated, in those conditions, he is prevented from witness intimidation. But it does appear that it will be a very fine line for the former president to walk.
All right, and we'll be watching closely. Kilmeny, Duchardt, thank you very much for bringing us the latest. And as you look outside the federal courthouse in Washington, D.C.,